another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man, for this great matchup, man. Two teams that are near the top of their conferences. You have the 7-2 New England Patriots who are on a massive winning streak here, man. I think they have won their last 6 games, and they are looking good, man. They are a young team. They're an ascending team. They still can't really run the ball consistently, man, but it does not matter. Drake May and that passing game has just been incredible. Plus, that defense has been one of the best in the NFL over the last month and a half. And then they are going up against a very powerful offense in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're getting healthier as the season progresses. Baker Mayfield maybe not hitting the highs that he used to at the start of the season, but he is still very much, in my opinion, in that MVP conversation. And once again, the defense for the Buccaneers is getting a little bit better, man. They're starting to stop the run just a little bit more, and they're making some great plays on the ball, getting some turnovers. And we'll get to that throughout the game here. But first, kickoff is away, and it'll be downed for the Buccaneers. They will get the ball to start the game here. Let's freaking go. But welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. It helps out the video, helps out the channel, and it's a great way, it's a great free way to support the channel. So thank you so much. All right, man, we got Baker Mayfield, 1st and 10 here. Yeah, 82 touchdowns over the last 3 years for Baker Mayfield. That is good for 2nd in the NFL. Only Jared Goff has thrown more. Baker under center. Hands it off to his running back, and he picks up 3 yards on that right side. All right. Yeah, sorry, guys. I was running late today. Had to get some errands done early in the morning. Of course, nothing ever goes as planned, so I was kind of running behind. Dahlia, welcome. What's going on? How's your morning going? Are any games today that you're looking forward to the most? Let me know. Over the middle throws. He finds a man to the 50, to the 45. Stays on his feet down near the 38 of New England, man. And that is the rookie Emeka Egbuka. One of the best receivers already this season, man. The Ohio State product, just like most Ohio State products over the last 5 to 7 years, man, has just hit the NFL running, dude. It's good to see him healthy. All right, Baker under center, ball at the 37, actually, officially. Single back in the backfield, condensed 2 tight end formation. Looking, throws it to his tight end on the flat route. K-Dot and just lowers his head and picks up some nice yardage down near the 31. All right, hey, we got 3 people watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Please make sure you leave a like on the video. It helps get the video in a lot more people's eyes. But regardless, I appreciate you. 2nd and 3, Baker under center. Handoff, reverse and field to the left, and it'll be very close to a 1st down here for Tampa Bay. Gonna get the ball inside the 30. White telling the referees, no, it's a 1st down. Come on, just move the chains. Don't worry about it. You don't have to measure. All right, they're going to mark him short, so it'll be 3rd and 1. I believe it's like half a yard that they need here. All right, Baker under center. 3 tight end set, hand off to the left, and it's going to be Sean Tucker still on his feet down to the 21, and that is a 1st down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this opening drive. New England, man, they are trying to rip the ball out. They try to do it there with Tucker, and on the previous play to Kate Otten, man, they were trying to rip that ball out. Unfortunately, they haven't, and they're giving up some extra yardage after contact because of it. So 1st and 10, ball at the 21. Baker in the shotgun, looking, has some time, throws to the right. He's got a man to the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And it's the rookie receiver, Emeka Egbuka, man. Like I said, one of the best receivers in the NFL, and his season just continues to climb, man. Let's freaking go. I don't know how you leave him wide open. What the heck happened here? Oh, yeah. Broken coverage, man. It looked like the slot receiver just let him loose towards the sidelines. And I'm pretty sure he thought the outside corner was going to be out there to kind of, basically it was going to be a little bit of a handoff. But the outside guy was playing man coverage, so he went with that outside receiver up the field, and that left Egbuka just wide open there in the short route there to the right. And it's a touchdown, man. Let's freaking go. Extra point is good too, and Tampa Bay scoring a touchdown on the opening drive. Let's freaking go, man. We got 5 people watching. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Hope your Sunday is going off right. But yeah, man, please make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. But regardless, I appreciate you being here. All right, we're going to see what New England is able to respond with, man. Once again, they have been on a hot streak, man. Offensively, they look significantly better, man. That year 1 to year 2 jump for Drake May and this entire offense as well has been significant, man. So definitely look out for that, man. Drake May has been in a rhythm, and I expect them to they're going to try to get the running game going, because I think they want to be able to challenge the Tampa Bay defense, as well as maybe take a little bit of pressure off of Drake May, at least early in this game. But trust me, when it first comes to shove, man, they're going to go with their quarterback, their franchise quarterback, who has been playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, man. He's definitely in that MVP conversation. We'll see if that young man can continue to put up numbers. What's going on with my hair today, man? Jeez. See, this is what happens when the hair gets long, man. It just starts making like weird curls and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see. All right, kick is away. It's going to be caught at the 6, return to the 15, to the 20, 25, and jumps across the 30 down near the 33. That is Chisholm the third. All right, Drake May starting out in the shotgun, running back to his left, throws it to the left side, and he finds his receiver good for about 9 yards. and that is the former Viking Stefan Diggs. Yeah, Diggs has been up and down, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's mostly when you can tell he's been motivated by something. We saw him go up against his former team early in the season, and he had a massive game. He's been consistent. He's been one of Drake May's more reliable targets, but he doesn't always go off for big runs. It's usually getting those first downs. Those are the big catches that he's usually getting. Run up the middle, and that'll get half of the yardage that they need. 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, this one, a keeper. Ooh, I don't think it got there, man. I don't think it got there. I think we're going to get 4th down. Let me see here. Yeah, Drake May with the quarterback keeper. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be about half a yard shy. They need to get the ball to the 44. Right now it's at that 43.5 yard line. And New England right now, they are staying on the field. They're going to try to pick this up. Hand off to the left, and it's going to get the first down. The running back able to get some room on that left side. Just enough. That was Terrell Jennings, man, one of the backups. Ooh, look at big man. Look at the big man, number 95, playing the fullback position, running over some of his own guys, taking out some Buccaneers along the way. Let's freaking go. All right, 1st and 10 from the 45, New England. Drake May looking, throwing to the left, and he just overthrows his receiver, Mac Hollins, the former Miami Dolphin. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Yeah, so they've been deploying number 95, man. I'm pretty sure he plays on the defense, man. And they've been using him a lot throughout the season as a fullback, man. The big man has got some good feet, man. Some light feet, throws to the right. And once again, trying to find Mac Hollins. That one goes out of bounds. 3rd and 10 coming up. And it is raining pretty heavily in New England right now. So that could play a little bit of a factor in what they decide to do in the passing game. Especially if Tampa Bay starts getting a little bit of pressure on Drake May, watch for that ball to maybe pop out once or twice throughout this game. All right, once again, 3rd and 10, ball at New England's 45. They need to get it to the 45 of Tampa Bay for a first down. All right, Drake May in the shotgun. Pressure, throws it to the left, and that is incomplete. 3 targets for Mac Hollins on this drive, and that goes 0 for 3, and now the Patriots have to punt this one away. And sorry, forgot to switch over the ball here. Don't worry, we'll stay on top of that one. Punt is away. Gonna fair catch it. Oh, no. Goes into the end zone. Touchback. Tampa Bay gonna get the ball at the 20. Nice job by the returner, man. Faking the fair catch. Kind of slowed up that gunner. and gave it just enough time for that ball to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Alrighty. So we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So, kind of looking into this game here, let's look at the numbers. So, against the pass, the Patriots are ranked currently 20th. They're giving up over 220 yards per game. Obviously, we saw what the Buccaneers were able to do on that opening drive. A lot of their chunk plays came in the passing game. But Tampa Bay, not much better, actually worse, giving up 228. They are ranked 22nd in the NFL. So once again, something to look for throughout this game. Drake May is going to have his opportunities. I think that's why you started seeing them kind of start out in the shotgun on that opening drive, and why they threw the ball 3 times to kind of end that drive, especially going deep to Mac Hollins. I think they're trying to take advantage of that secondary over there in Tampa. And then coming into this game, the Patriots are ranked number 1 against the run, only giving up 75 yards, man. Pretty darn good. They've only also given up 3 rushing touchdowns, which you can see on that bottom left side. Just 3 rushing touchdowns in the NFL. That is good for number 1. They are the best team against the run and stopping teams from getting rushing touchdowns. So once again, going to be a tough day for that Buccaneers team. They're going to have to really use, I think, all their running backs to be able to try to find some room throughout this game. Now, talking about the Buccaneers against the run, they're giving up 92 yards, still in the top 10. They have been one of the best teams. Vita Vea just eating up space up the middle, and that's been forcing teams to kind of run to the outsides. And when you have Yaya Diaby, when you have some of the linebackers that they have who are athletic and fast, that's kind of what they want. They want you to kind of run east and west, and then they're going to send those edges, those outside outside linebackers to try to attack those running backs. So, alrighty. So, game is going to be coming back here. Let me take this away. All right, it's going to be a run to the right outside the tackles, and actually, no, sorry, a quick pass. And that's Shepard picking up some decent yardage before going out of bounds. It looks like there is an injury to Tampa Bay offensive lineman Breedson, coming up with a little bit of a limp. 1st and 10, Baker, little play action, pressure, gets away from the sack, and is going to dump it underneath to Sean, but he cannot handle the pass, and that'll be incomplete. Baker, man, just moving around, man. It's a very underrated aspect of his game. All right, let me move the ball over here. Bam. Buccaneers with the ball. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 31. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off to Tucker. He's got some room up the middle and picks up 12 yards and another Buccaneers 1st down. We got 7:30 in the 1st quarter, midway through this opening quarter, man. And I think earlier I said that it's raining in New England. Sorry, they're in Tampa Bay here. I don't know why I said New England. But yeah, man, no, they are playing in Tampa, Florida. So, all right, Baker under center. Single receiver to the right side. Single back in the backfield. Another handoff to Tucker. And ooh, a shoestring tackle saves what probably would have been at least 7 or 8 yards. Instead, I think it's a gain of about 4, maybe only 3. All right, ball at the 46 here for the Buccaneers. All right, they're in 11 personnel, one tight end, one running back. Looking, thrips it over the middle and nearly intercepted. Woo! Gibbons, man, number 51, the linebacker, nearly made an incredible diving interception. And Baker's going to give you those. He's going to give you at least 1 to maybe even 3 good opportunities at an interception. All right, 3rd and 7 from the 46 here. All right, play clock was winding down, and the Buccaneers are going to use their first timeout of the first half. Stops the clock at 6:14 in the first. All right, while we have a little bit of time, let's finish up here. So, coming into this game, we have the 2 top 10 defenses at taking away the ball. The Patriots with 4 fumbles and 7 interceptions, while the Buccaneers 5 fumbles and 7 interceptions. So, definitely something to look out for. These two teams, especially defensively, like to take the ball away, man. Baker nearly gave one to the Patriots here. That would have been New England's 8th interception of the season. All right, empty set. Baker in the shotgun. Looking, rips one over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. 4th and 7 coming up, and the Buccaneers are going to have to punt this one away. Yeah, they had a couple slant routes over the middle. I think if Baker would have thrown that one a little bit earlier to, I forgot who it was, but it was a receiver streaking down the field very fast. I think if he would have just caught it and thrown, he might have had not only a first down, might have been a massive play down the field. Punt is away. It's caught at the 5, and he slips on the field. And it'll be Jones getting it down to the 6. Yeah, actually, there's a couple players that slipped on that one, man. Even a Buccaneer ended up slipping. Yeah, footing is probably going to be an issue in this game. Yeah, especially for those receivers, man, when they run up the field and kind of stop on a dime, you might see some defenders able to break on the ball and get maybe their hands on a couple passes today. Let's freaking go, man. We got 6 people watching. First off, thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday, man. Hope your weekend is going well. But hey, if you're sticking around, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe on the video, on the channel. It helps out both immensely. It's a great free way to kind of support this channel, man. Thank you so much. All right, while we're on the commercial break, let me finish up talking about the numbers here in this game. So, Patriots, once again, they are number 1 against the run. Also, they've only given up 3 touchdowns in their games, man, which has been amazing. But they've actually been giving up 15 touchdowns through the air, man. That is, I think, basically in the bottom 2/3 of the NFL. And then on top of that, when it comes to red zone defense, they are actually giving up at least in terms of percentage, the worst in the NFL. They're giving up 75% once you get into their red zone. So something once again to look out for this Tampa Bay offense that has been really darn good at getting into opponents' territory. And then for the Buccaneers, 7 touchdown runs on the ground, and 11 through the air. So I think that basically puts them kind of in the middle of the pack of both of those stats. So not the best red zone, but a little bit better. I think they are ranked somewhere around 14th or 15th in the NFL when it comes to red zone defense. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Drake May starting out under center, ball at the 6. Handoff to the right, and that may have picked up a yard after the second effort. Yeah, right now, man, the Patriots on a 6-game winning streak. All right, Drake May under center. Fakes the handoff, looking to his right, and this one is going to go for a first down. And Stephon Diggs still fighting for yardage, and he's going to pick up about 11 there. Diggs working on McCollum. And we saw the numbers, man. Both of these teams in the bottom half of the NFL when it comes to the pass, giving up over 220 yards each. Drake May hands it off, and that one is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jennings finding no room to run. David Stegosaurus, let's go! Welcome back, my dude. Giants are down 7-0 over the Chicago Bears. Baltimore trailing Minnesota 3-7, and Buffalo down against Miami 7-0. Man, New Orleans has 3 points, and Carolina has a touchdown. Man, let's go. David, how you doing today, my dude? Welcome, welcome. Drake May pressured, rolling out to his left, and he's going to throw that one away. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the rain has slowed down much here. Still coming down pretty hard. Yaya Diaby putting the pressure, forcing Drake May to roll out and throw that ball incomplete. And thank you to David for the updates there on the scores, man. And we got a run. He's got loose. Oh, my goodness. It's a first down for New England, man, but nearly broke that one all the way to the house, dude. Woo-hoo. Just a great toss to the right, great blocking down the field, and Bolden just very patient with his blockers. Look at this. How much did this go off for? 5, 10, 15. I think it nearly went off for 20 yards. And once again, last second tackle there. Probably could have gone off for even more. Sorry, that's Tyquan Henderson, not Bolden. All right, 1st and 10 from the 35. Run up the middle, and this one goes nowhere. Ooh, look at that. Big man, number 96. That is Gaines. Just eating up space over the middle and bringing them down for a no gain on the play. Drake May under center. Looking. Looking. Throws over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it out to Tyron Hopper, Hooper, the tight end there. Looked like it was nearly going to be a simultaneous catch, and then nearly an interception, but Winfield doing a great job, man, just settling right there over the middle and nearly jumping that route. All right, 3rd and 10 from the 35. Single receiver to the right. Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his left. Takes the snap. Pressured by Tampa. Drake May trying to run, and he's going to be brought down after just a gain of 5. And that was number 95 there, doing a great job spying on Drake. And as soon as May was running, number 95 just kind of just went after him, dude. All right, we got another punt here, man. Since Tampa's opening drive touchdown, man, there has just been it's been a defensive show so far, man. We got 147 left in the first. And that was actually number 95 Roberts was able to bring down May on that 3rd down play. Yeah, I think Bucky Urban is still. Oh, hey, what's up? Holy cow! Sorry about that, guys. Yams edits. Do you what the game is on like? Let me see here. Do UK what the game is on like? Oh, gotcha. Are you asking like where you can watch the game? I'm not exactly sure, man. I'm watching it on my local kind of like broadcast, basically. It's on CBS, so Paramount Plus. I think that might be the app if you do have it. Or if you have YouTube or YouTube TV, you can watch it there. Yeah, I think there's a couple ways you can kind of watch this, but yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yams edits, man. Welcome, welcome, man, dude. I'm glad to see you. And Yams, dude, who's your team? I have Paramount. Oh, there we go. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah, it should be a good game, man. These are two teams, man. Like the offenses are gonna put up some points, hopefully. I think the rain might be getting to some of these guys just a little bit, especially early on. You're seeing a couple guys slip, but I feel like eventually these offenses are gonna start putting up points in the second quarter, especially. So, but yeah, man, let me know who your team is, man. Let me know if you're a New England fan, Tampa Bay fan, or anybody. Right now, I'm a Packer fan, so waiting for that game tomorrow, man. Hopefully, my Packers can kind of get their stuff together. Patriots up. Oh, heck yeah, man. There we go, man. Let's go. Hey, you got to be excited, man. You have to be excited for your team, man. Drake May looks like the real deal, man. And Baker needing to get rid of that ball quickly, and that'll be incomplete. Pressure coming from that right side. Yeah, I think right now the only thing that I think New England could use is one, they need a little bit more depth at wide receiver, which I think they'll be able to do in this draft coming up. It's gonna be obviously every year. There's always some really good receivers that you can find late in the first, second, third, all that stuff. But like a consistent running back, like a true number one back, Maybe not even a three down back, but at least a guy that you can rely on first and second. It's going to be a run with White. He bounces off a couple of defenders and somehow able to find some space there on the left, picks up about 7 or 8. And instead of like third and long, it turns into third and manageable. Great spin move there in the backfield. I think we need a running back or a mentor for Henderson. Absolutely. And like, don't be wrong, the guys that they have, solid, dude. I like Henderson, but I just think he needs to take that next step, I feel like. But yeah, I like what he does, man. He's good in the pass, dude. Like, it's always great to have a guy like that. You can kind of run between the tackles, but also is able to catch out of the backfield. Baker looking, rolling out to his right, pressured, gets away from a sack, and brought down back at the 20 on 3rd and 2. And New England's defense, man, just making Baker run all over the field. And we got another defensive stop, man. And so what kind of let me see here. Let's effing go, yes. Heck yeah, man. So what was as a Patriots fan when they hired this coaching staff, what was your idea, man? Like, what were you thinking? You're like, oh, are we kind of going back to the Belichick era, or did you feel like it was going to be a little bit different? All right, punt is away, but it's going to be a penalty on the receiving team for a hold. Yeah, like Mike Vrabel I feel like, was a guy that even when he was let go by the Tennessee Titans, there was a lot of people that were like, why? So for him to go back to New England, obviously a place that he's had a lot of success at as a player, and I think he even started out as like an assistant coach there with Belichick. It was pretty interesting. All right, 1st and 10, 11 seconds left here in the first, so this will probably be the final play. Hit as he throws, but still able to find to the 50. Running down the sideline. Touchdown, New England. What the heck just happened, dude? Drake May literally got hit as he was thrown. That ball was kind of just floating. And Williams catching that on the right sideline is basically running a deep crosser towards the right side, and then just got away from everybody. The Patriots on the board here. Let's go, man. We got ourselves a game. That is a heck of a job by Drake May, man. Staying in the pocket, knowing he's going to get hit, and still delivering a great ball. Extra point is up, and it is good, and the Patriots have tied it up literally on the final play of the first quarter. Did not think Patriots were going to do this good this season. I'm pretty sure no one did, but right now I don't really think they can make it past the wild card since they have only team. Okay. That's fair. Like, yeah, I think they highlighted it earlier in this game that they technically have had the easiest schedule in the NFL, but I've always said this, man. Does not matter what the strength of schedule. It just matters, can you get to the dance? If you can get to the playoffs, man, you have a chance. I remember the Packers, during 2010, their last Super Bowl run. They technically had a quote-unquote easy schedule as well. And midway through the season, they looked like they were going to be a team. I think they were at, what were they, like 4-5 or something like that? They were a team that nobody really was expecting much. They're like, oh, hey, they're looking good towards the end, but, this team is still young. They might get a win here and there, but they might lose. And then you just saw Aaron Rodgers and that whole entire offense just grow, mature just in time to make a great run. And hey, man, they won the Super Bowl in that third year with Rodgers. So it's happened. It's happened. Let's effing go. Yeah. They can surprise me, though. Hey, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. The like so with the Patriots, like I said, man, maybe they're lacking some depth at receiver, and then they don't really have a true number one running back. But they got the quarterback. Their offensive line has gotten a lot better, especially from last year and 2 years ago. And their defense, one of the better ones in the NFL. Not truly elite, but pretty darn good. They can stop the run and not too bad against the pass. I know they're I think they're ranked 22nd, I think, against the pass, but you can work with that as long as you're getting takeaways, which they are. So, yeah, I can see this Patriots team getting a win or two in the playoffs. I think so. I mean, we saw them beat the Bills. I could see this team kind of going toe to toe with some of the better teams in the AFC, like the Colts. They're kind of looking a little bit beatable here and there over the last couple of weeks. So, all right, kick is away. It's going to be a decent return for the Buccaneers down to the 30. Dang, I can't find this path game anywhere. Dang, dude. I'm sorry, man. Well, I'll try to be as descriptive as I can, my man. All right, Baker under center, single back in the backfield, tight end in motion to the right. Ball at the 30. Toss to the left. Tucker's got some room, and whew, just a great job there by the Patriots, man. Just coming in waves and bringing him down for a no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Steve, what's going on, brother? Come on, Dolphins. Oh, actually, yeah, let's all right, so Panthers is still up by 7-3. Vikings actually up 10-3 over the Ravens. Dolphins about to take a 14-point lead over the Bills early in the second quarter. All right, Baker alone in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right side. He's got his man. He's got some blockers and taken down after a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Buccaneers. Nice little bubble screen there on the right there to the slot receiver. I'm liking the way that the Patriots are tackling right now, man. Not many broken tackles in this game. All right. Ball at the 38. 3rd and 2. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throws to the left, and unable to connect. Trying to get it out to his rookie sensation, Abuka. And that was a Christian Gonzalez in on the coverage, making a great play on the ball. All right, Buccaneers are going to punt this one away, man. Their offense has not been able to get in rhythm since that opening drive. It's going to be fair con at the 13, but we do have a flag on the field. All right, so it looks like the rain is It looks like it might have has it's either slowed down quite a bit or it's stopped altogether. Yeah, the field is definitely looking a lot drier. Some of these guys is especially their helmets looking a lot drier. Mm. So yeah, so Yasm. So right here is showing it's on CBS, so Paramount Plus, NFL Plus. If you have a subscription, I think you can watch it on your phone. You can do it that way. Otherwise, Hulu with live TV if you have that. But yeah, man. Hopefully you can find that game in your area, dude. All right. So while we're on a commercial break, let's do a little bit of a round the horn. Let's look at some of the scores throughout the league. So early over there in Germany, in over there in Europe, the Colts able to get an overtime victory over the Falcons, 31-25. I actually was watching that game as I was kind of getting ready. But yeah, dude, Jonathan Taylor, 32 carries, 244 yards. That is the second most in franchise history, only behind what he was able to do as a rookie back in 2020. He also had 3 touchdowns on the ground. Daniel Jones, kind of a little bit of a medium, kind of midday for him. 19 of 26, 255 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I think he was sacked 6 or 7 times in this game. So a rough one. I'm pretty sure he had a busted lip in this game as well. So, but a big victory for the Colts. They improved to 8-2, and they are number one in the AFC right now. Steve, this is good football day, unlike that nightmare that everyone watched for some reason. If you're talking about that Thursday night game, yeah, that was a rough one to stream, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was a rough one. All right, the Jets up 14-7 over the Browns. The Saints have taken the lead. They are up 9-7 over the Panthers with 9:16 left in the second. Ravens down by 7. Dolphins up 13-0 over the Bills. All right, Drake May dropping back, looking, throws to the left, and will pick up about 6 or 7 yards. That is Stephon Diggs with a nice catch. All right, Giants and Bears, they are all tied up at 7 with about 12:50 left in the second. And the Jaguars up 10-0 over the Texans. Up, they're early in the second quarter. If I can speak today, apparently, sheesh. All right, 2nd and 4, ball at the 14-yard line. Drake looking, throws it over the middle, and incomplete. Diggs looking for a flag, and he gets a very late flag on this one. So pass interference, and that's going to be an automatic first down for the Patriots. Oh, hold up. We are in the second quarter now, so. All right, 1st and 10 now from the 24. Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers to the right side. Looking, throws to the left, and he finds a man down to the 31. And that is the former Miami Dolphin, Mac Hollins, picking up 7 yards there. And speaking of the Dolphins, they're finally showing that highlight. Ooh, a deep throw to Jalen Waddle there on the right side for Miami. All right, single receiver to the left. Drake in the shotgun, running back to his left. Takes the snap, throws to the right, and incomplete. It looks like him and his receiver not on the same page there. The receiver zigged inside when Drake was throwing it to the outside there. Woo, we got 7 people watching. Let's freaking go. Thank you, thank you. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Helps out the video, helps out the channel a ton. But appreciate you. Drake in the shotgun. Pressure. Bop. Ball is in the air and incomplete. Was trying to get that ball. Got batted at the line. Luckily, nobody able to pick that one off. Woo. Look at the big man just putting up the paws up there. All right, Patriots going to have to punt this one away. All right, punt is away. Fair caught at the 24, maybe the 25. All right, commercial break here. Let's see what is going on with the Bills, dude. All right, so Josh Allen, 4 of 8, 20 yards through the air. James Cook, only 4 carries for 11 yards. So, yeah, it looks like that offense is just struggling to move the ball down the field. Let me see here. Miami right now with 12 minutes of possession compared to the 6 minutes for the Bills, man. So, Miami, when they have the ball, it looks like they're keeping it. They're running. They're kind of just moving the ball down the field methodically, at least on the first drive. Yeah, right now, Tua, 7 of 8, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, but just threw an interception, I think, just now, actually. Steve, let's go. Sorry, man, I'm missing the chat here. My gosh, I'm sorry about that, guys. Steve, so what is your opinion about teams trade week? Who was the best trade and what was the worst? Oh, man. I'm trying to think here, man. So obviously the Colts, I feel like the Colts might have overpaid for getting Sauce Gardner. 2 first, man. That's big, man. Especially for a guy that has been kind of up and down over the last 2 seasons. But once again, if he can regain what he was able to do his first 2 years, man, I think it's still high, but it might work for the Colts. Let's see here. Yeah, like Rashid Shaheed over there to the Seattle Seahawks. That might be some really good value for that team because they needed depth. They needed depth, man. They've been dealing with some injuries, and they needed a number 2 over there with oh my God, I'm forgetting his name, but he also played at Ohio State there. But yeah, they needed a number 2 there in Seattle to kind of help out Sam Darnold. Baker looking, throws to the left, and that's going to be complete for a first down. Tez Johnson with a nice catch. There weren't really that big of some trades. Obviously, Williams was obviously traded from the Jets as well to Dallas. I think Dallas overpaid for him. Oh, man, what was the best, man? Like the worst could be almost any of these, especially if they don't work out. I think Dallas might have overpaid for Quinnen Williams because they basically traded what they received for Micah Parsons. I feel like toss to the left, and Tampa will pick up nothing on that one. So I would say if I had to pick the worst, especially within that frame, might be the Sauce Gardner one. I feel like they could have gotten him for a lot less. Giving up two firsts is, I think, a little bit too much for a guy that hasn't been a true top five corner for the last 2 years. And uh, the best value might be Logan Wilson, also the Dallas. Didn't give up too much for him, and they needed help in that front seven for Dallas, man. Throw to K. Dotton, and it's going to be a first down there, getting it down near the 48. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like those were the biggest ones. Jacoby Myers is solid. I feel like they might have given up too much for him as well. What was it, like a third or a fourth? Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't really like the values of any of these trades. Like Shaheed and Jacoby, since they're like day three picks, they're not too bad. All right, Baker looking, throws it over the middle, finds a man wide open to the 30, 25, 20, and down at the 19, and that is Amika Abuka with a big first down catch over the middle, man. All right, now we're starting to see this Tampa offense moving the ball. Yeah, I don't feel like there was necessarily like a massive gain for any of the teams that traded players. I don't think Quinnen Williams is going to be able to fix what that Dallas defense does. I think he's going to make it better for sure, but I don't think he's going to be able to fix them giving up a bunch of passing yards and touchdowns. Sauce Gardner might have the biggest impact, I think, on his team early, so they might be able to get the most value early in that one. And screen for the Buccaneers goes nowhere, loses 2 yards there. All right, we got 2nd and 11 ball near the 22. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throws to the left and incomplete. Woo, that was close. That was very close to a fumble, man. Carlton Davis able to recover the ball, but once again, they're calling it an incomplete pass on the field. Is that a football move, man? Was there enough time for K. Dotton to actually make a football move? Right now, it's incomplete. So 3rd and 11. Baker alone in the shotgun. Setting up a screen to K. Dotton, and he'll pick up about 4 yards down near the 18. All right, Buccaneers going to settle for a field goal here. All right, Chase McLaughlin trying to give Tampa the lead for the second time today. Kick is just good, man. Nearly approaching that left post there, but got it inside, man. Tampa Bay 7-16 in the second quarter, and they retake the lead here by 3. All right. On the commercial break, let's look around the league. Let's look at some of the scores. All right, Jets are still up 14-7 over the Browns. Saints have taken a 10-7 lead over the Panthers. Vikings still up 10-3 over the Ravens. They do have the ball at their own 22. Dolphins still shutting out the Bills 13-0. Giants and Bears are tied up at 7 with about midway through the second quarter. And the Jags, dude, they are just whooping the Texans right now, 17-0 midway through the second quarter. Who's I'm assuming Stroud. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say Stroud has to not be playing because there's no way that they would be getting blown out like this. All right, Trevor Lawrence 4 for 7, 25 yards and a touchdown. Travis Etienne 7 for 28. Let's see here. Davis Mills 8 for 13, 67 yards, no touchdowns. Has already thrown an interception. Jaquivius Marks 5 for 28 on the ground. So, yeah, so only... Oh, okay, and then there's a lost fumble as well for the Texans. And actually, the Texans just tacked on a field goal, so now they're down 17-3. All right, so we got some close games. We got some blowouts. We'll see if they can get a little bit closer here, man. Come on. Bills Bills have the ball at their own 5-yard line, man. They're still down big to the Miami Dolphins. All right, kick is away. New England's going to return this one to the 15, to the 20, and they get stopped up at the 22. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 22. Drake May under center, fullback, running back in the backfield. Single receiver to that right side. Toss to the left. Henderson trying to find some room and is not going to pick up anything there. So 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, May in the shotgun. Play action, flips it out to his running back to the left, and he'll pick up about 7 or 8 yards. But there was a flag early in the game. Early in the play. This actually might be on Tampa. So they picked up about 7 yards on the play, but this offsides will give them 5 yards. But they will be able to keep it on 2nd down. So, yeah, they're probably going to accept it here. Otherwise, you're looking at 3rd and 3 instead of 2nd and 4. Yeah, so instead of taking the yardage, which would have been more, you're giving yourself 2 cracks to pick up 4 yards instead of 1 chance to pick up 3. All right. May under center. Fullback running back in the backfield. And, oh, well, it's going to be a false start on the Patriots, so they're going to give that they're going to give that 5 yards back. All right. May under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the left. Play action. Looking, throws over the middle. He's got a man. That's Stephon Diggs to the 40, down to the 42. And a first down for the Patriots, man. Stephon Diggs, dude. What kind of route with this? This was a deep crosser from the slot there, running towards the left sideline. Great pass blocking there by the Patriots offensive line. Drake May had a clean pocket, had all the time that he needed. All right. In the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, running to his right. It's going to take off and run and slides after a gain of about 3. David, Patriot. We got. What is that? Oh, that's a pirate flag. I like that, man. Heck yeah, dude. Sorry, for some reason the chat on my box right now is like so small I can barely see it at times. There we go, man. Heck yeah, man. Pirate flag, baby. All right, 2nd and 7, ball at the 45. Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his right. Pressure, throws over the middle, and he's got his man for a first down, and they are in Tampa territory. Hollins with a great catch in tight coverage. Woo! Yeah, dude, that was a bang, bang play right there, man. Ball got there just in time, as the defender did as well. But Mac Hollins able to hold on to that one. All right, 1st and 10 from the 43 there of Tampa. Play action. Drake looking, running, and is going to throw this one away. I don't know, man. It looked like he had a little bit of room to run. I think he could have picked up a couple yards. Yeah, trying to get it to Diggs there on the wheel route up the left sideline. All right, May in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers on that left side. Gets it out on the bubble screen, and he will pick up anywhere between 4 to maybe 8 yards. He was kind of tiptoeing down the left sideline there for a bit. We'll see if he stepped out of bounds. Oh, no, man. They're saying he stayed in bounds the entire way, so picked up 8 yards. 3rd and 2, ball at the 35. Single receiver to the left, and it's going to be a false start on the Patriots, man. 2 times on this drive, we got 2 offensive linemen moving before the snap. This one on Morgan Moses, the right tackle. Actually, they would have gotten either Moses or they would have gotten the left tackle to move because both of them jumped back. All right. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Drake May alone in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers on that right side. Stephon Diggs there in the slot to the left. Throws it to Diggs. He finds the 30, 25, 20, 15, and down he goes near the 14. And that is actually not Diggs. My bad. That is actually Douglas. I thought it was 8. It's actually 3. To be fair, I could only see the right side of that jersey, and I only saw, I thought it was an 8. Play action, Drake looking, running, and goes down for what looks like a sack, but only loses maybe half a yard, if that. And once again, dude, it is Roberts bringing him down, man. He was the one that was able to bring down Drake May early in the game when he was running up the middle, forcing a 4th down punt. Now he was able to bring down May right at the line of scrimmage. Pick 6 time. Ooh. Pick 6. Heck yeah, man. It's always time for a pick 6, man. Let's go. Sorry, Patriots fan. It's a running theme on the channel, man. We like pick 6s here. Some spin moves as well. We did get a nice spin move by the Patriots. All right, we're on a commercial break, so we're not missing a thing. Let's do a quick update as some of these games are approaching halftime. All right. Browns were able to tie it up there against the Jets. They are tied at 14-14 with 8:26 left in the second quarter. Saints are still up by 3 against the Panthers. 2 minutes left in that first half. The Ravens were able to tack on another field goal. Now it's 6-10. They're trailing the Vikings with about 1:11 left in the second quarter. The Dolphins have extended their lead. They are up now 16-0 over Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. There's about less than 3 minutes left in that first half. Giants and Bears still tied at with just under the 2-minute warning, 7-7. And the Jags are leading right now 17-3 over the Texans with about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. And once again, over there in Germany, early in today's game, I think that game started around like 8:30. The Colts were able to get a big victory over the Falcons, 31-25 in overtime. All right, Drake May, ball at the 15, little play action, has to get it out quickly, gets it out to his tight end on the screen to the 10, and getting it down near the 6-yard line. And that is the former San Diego Charger, Hunter Henry. That's how long Henry has been in the league, man. The last time, I know he played with them when they went to Los Angeles, but he got drafted to the Chargers when they were still in San Diego. Steve, come on, New Orleans and Texans, you are a disgrace for Texas, and Dolphins are cooking. Yes, they are, man. They're looking good. Yeah, the Dolphins are, I mean, up by a full 16 points, man. That is wild to me. All right. 3rd and 2 from the 6-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Gets a first down and nearly gets it into the end zone. And they're going to mark him off right at the 1. 1st and goal for the Patriots. So Tampa, they might be using their final timeout here, trying to get the ball back just before the half. And the clock is stopped at 1:44. So it's an interesting thing here. If you're the Patriots, obviously you can score, you can take the lead, potentially go up by 4, but you're going to give the Buccaneers time with probably about 1:40. Give it a minute, 40 seconds there to try to get something before the half. And okay, I think this was intentional. He almost takes like a knee, kind of trying to go forward. Almost like a in between of like a quarterback sneak and a kneel down. But I think they're just trying to eat up some clock here. All right, so second and goal here. Clock is going to be running. Buccaneers have no timeouts left. Run up the middle, and it gets stonewalled. Woo! That was 96 and 92, man. Gaines and Simmons just absolutely stonewalling Henderson right at the line. Woo! That's a whole lot of beef up the middle there, man. All right, it's going to be third and goal ball. I think maybe at the 2. They might have lost a yard on that play. All right, New England is going to use a timeout here. They do have 2 more, but there's going to be 19 seconds left, and it's going to be third and goal. I think you have to be in the shotgun for this one. You want to give Drake May the option to, one, probably have 3, maybe 4 receivers out there. That way you can kind of throw the ball if he has to, maybe buy a little extra time. But also, if Tampa's defense decides to play pass coverage, you're going to give Drake May a chance to be able to run this one in from the 1-yard line. Okay, never mind. They're just going to go with a jumbo set. Toss to the left. Run up the middle, and he might have gotten it. They're marking him about half a yard shy. Clock is going to continue to run. If you're New England, you got to use a timeout here at some point. Oh, they did stop him. It's going to be fourth and goal from about the 1-quarter line, dude. Heck of a job there, dude. Yaya Diaby literally grabbing Henderson and pulling him back. If he doesn't do that, Henderson's just going to be able to extend that ball into the end zone. So a heads-up play there by Yaya Diaby. I think he should throw a pick six. If he does, man, this one's going for at least 99 yards if he gets picked off. All right, Patriots are going for it. They stopped the clock with 2 seconds left. They did use that second timeout. Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his right, looking, lofting it, and did Diggs catch it? I think he got 2 feet in bounds. It's going to be close. Right now, they're marking it as a touchdown. What a freaking throw, dude. Basically running a corner route there on the left side. Let's see here. Has the ball. 1, 2. Stephon Diggs tapping that left foot just in time, man. Wow. And the extra point is good. So the Patriots, their first touchdown literally happened at the end of the first quarter, literally when there were zeros on the clock. And now their second touchdown happens at the very end of the second quarter with zeros on the clock, man. That is a heck of a throw and an even better freaking catch by Diggs. Damn, that was a good play. All right, man. We are at halftime in a very, very closely contested game. The Patriots have the lead 14-10 over the Buccaneers with a last-second touchdown there by Stephon Diggs. Sorry, from Drake May to Stephon Diggs. Wow, that was beautiful. Heck, that was. David, that's not what I ordered. Gotta return that one. Gotta get your money back. You know, that's one of those. I mean, that's the opposite of what you wanted, man. That's not even close. So that's a, what is it, like a double money back guarantee? You're gonna get your money back and you're gonna get your food for free. You know, David was ordering steak. They gave him chicken. Come on. All right, man. We're at halftime. Let's look around the league really quickly as some of these games are probably also approaching their halftime scores. All right, Browns are down, actually. The Jets able to tack on a field goal. They're up 17-14 over the Browns with 2:27 left in the second quarter. The Browns do have the ball. With less than 30 seconds left, the Saints have the ball. They're up 10-7. They do have it at their own 19, so likely just going to take a knee and head into the half with the lead. The Ravens were able to slowly chip away at the Vikings lead. That at some point they were down 10-3, but now they are just down by a single point, 9-10. Vikings on top at halftime. And right now, Miami with the ball, 47 seconds left at their own 20. And they are leading 16-0 over the Bills. So they will likely just take a couple knees and just try to get to halftime. And then over there with the Giants and the Bears, Giants able to take the lead for the first time. Today, they're up 10-7 over the Bears with 3 seconds left before halftime. And then finally, Jags are able to extend their lead. They're up 20-3 with a little over 2:20 left in the second quarter. So, okay. So we got some games that are kind of heading towards that blowout stage there. Dolphins up by a full 16. The Jags are up by a full 17, 3 possessions there. But everything else within a score. So there we go. Let's freaking go, man. Heck yeah. All right. So in this game, let's look at the halftime stats. It started out very hot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, able to score a touchdown on their opening drive, able to find Emeka Ibuka down the right side, broken coverage, but since then they have struggled. It's been punt, 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 field goal, punt, punt. And then for the Patriots, a lot of stop and goes, some penalties uncharacteristic of their offense, at least over the last couple of weeks. But they've been able to score 2 touchdowns and have a 14-10 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Drake May, 11 of 19, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Travion Henderson, 6 carries, 22 yards, so averaging just under 4 yards per carry. So not great, something that we've seen from New England for most of the season. They need to get a little bit better in the second half if they want to be able to kind of eat up some of this clock and just kind of maybe put this game away. Let me see here. Drake May has been held in check, just 4 carries for 7 yards. Robertson, number 95 for the Buccaneers, man. He's brought down Drake May a couple times when he's had a chance to pick up some yardage up the middle. Kyle Williams has just 1 catch, but he took it for 72 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, the leading receiver, at least in terms of receptions, 5 catches, 46 yards, and that touchdown just before the half. Demario Douglas, 2 catches for 34 yards. Kavlon Chasen with the sack there on Baker Mayfield. And that's it for New England. Let's look over to the Buccaneers, man. Offensively, once again, Baker Mayfield looking great on that opening drive. Threw the ball, I think, 3 or 4 times before getting that touchdown. But since then, he's gone 9 for 15, 116 yards, and that 1 touchdown. Sean Tucker, 4 for 23, averaging nearly 6 yards per carry. Something to kind of note there for the Buccaneers, man. They've been able to move the ball just a little bit on the ground, man, against the number 1 ranked rushing defense. Rashad White also 4 for 14. And then going to the passing game, Mika Ibuka, 3 for 76 and a touchdown. Cade Otton, 3 for 21. And Tez Johnson, 1 for 12. Elijah Roberts has the 1 sack. And that is about it, man. So we're not looking at some big numbers for defense in terms of turnovers or even sacks, man. Coming into this game, both of these teams rank in the top 10 in terms of taking the ball away, whether it's fumbles or interceptions. So that hasn't happened yet. And then for the Patriots, man, they're the number 1 team against the run. They have yet to give up a single rushing touchdown in this game, and they've only given up 3 through the entire season. That's also good for number 1 in the NFL. In terms of yardage, Patriots with 213 offensively, 154 for the Buccaneers. Third down efficiency, the Buccaneers just 1 for 5, the Patriots 3 for 8. But they have gone 2 for 2 on 4th down on the day. Let me see here. Patriots and Buccaneers, only 6 penalties between both of them. And the time of possession is in favor of the Patriots by less than 3 minutes. So nothing too bad. Obviously, it's a close game. But the Buccaneers, man, they're trailing in terms of plays, man. They're giving 25 to 34. They've been on the field a lot less, especially in that second quarter, it feels like. But anyway, those are the numbers. Let me know what you think, man. Like, what do you feel? Do you think the Buccaneers are just kind of almost like just starting a little bit slow, but they're going to start to explode in the second half? Let me know if you see something like that. Or do you think Drake May and this Patriots offense, man, finally going to get something going after that drive? And to me, they're looking a little bit better. They're looking a little bit more explosive in offensively. It feels like their drives have been going for a little bit longer. They've been able to pick up a few more first downs, it feels like. Steve, Dolphins 16-0 against the Bills was something I've never imagined that will happen even at halftime. The Dolphins are looking good, man, and the Bills, dude, there's something going on over there. They're looking rough. Yeah, Josh, 9 for 15, 73 yards. The running game has not been going for the Bills, man. They have run the ball 8 times for just 23 yards. That's rough. And then Tua, man, 10 for 14, 133 through the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But Devon Achane, 12 carries, 64 yards, averaging over 5 yards per carry. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Achane has been able to tack on 5 catches for 47 yards, so he's well over 110 yards from scrimmage. So Achane he's been the engine for that offense for the last couple of years, and today it seems like it's no different, man. The guy is just one of the best running backs in the NFL, one of the most versatile running backs in the NFL as well. Packer Nation 12. What's going on? It most likely won't happen, but I would love to see the Commanders beat the Lions today. You never know, man. You never know. The Lions have definitely looked a little bit more vulnerable than they did last year. Granted, it is going up against a Commanders team that has, even when Jaden Daniels was healthy, they have not looked great. But obviously with Daniels, with that nasty dislocated elbow, there's going to be Marcus Mariota, so could go either way. But I would be very surprised as well if the Lions don't win this game today. I'm hoping they don't, but I would be very surprised as well. Yeah, but Packer Nation, what do you think, man? Tomorrow, how are you feeling about the Packers' chances against the Eagles? Let me know. Also, welcome, my man. Good to see you, dude. All right. Trying to think here, man. Yeah, the Dolphins only have 1 sack. Has there been fumbles? I didn't see any fumbles for either team, really. Oh, there it is. 1 lost fumble for the Bills. So that might have been a big play there. All right. Hey, Texans just before the half, man, with 50 seconds left, able to tack on a touchdown. And now they are just down 10-20 to the Jags. I hope Dart has good magic in the second half. Honestly, the Packers should win. Jordan Love is really good in the lights. Love so far to me has played his best ball in big games. Your thoughts? I agree. Jordan, even though when it comes to throwing a lot of yardage, he hasn't really done that. I'm very curious to see what they do, what this offense looks like without Tucker Kraft. But luckily, it looks like some of the receivers that they've been missing, Dontavian Wicks, Matthew Golden, those guys should be coming back hopefully tomorrow. I'm just hoping the Packers can start out fast. I think if they can start out fast in the first half offensively, I think if you can put up 14 points and that defense plays like it's done for most of the season, I like the Packers' chances. But it's going to start with the offense kind of getting going in the first half. If they kind of struggle, kind of like they have in some of the other games, then you might start to see the Eagles pull away a little bit, or at least be able to kind of keep their distance just enough to hang on. So, yeah. All right, looks like we're back here. It was a touchback there for the Patriots. But yeah, I do like the Packers. I think they match up well with this team, especially if they can get Jacobs going early, man. They get that running game going. That's only going to help, man, especially now with Tucker out. Jacobs is going to really need to become that engine for this offense, man. He's going to need to be consistent. Steve, shame on you, Texans. Shame on you. Shame. 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 All right, we got the ball at the 35. Patriots in the shotgun, running back to his right. May looking. Throws to the right side. Finds, looks like, is that Mac Hollins for a first down? And that was Packer Nations. Packers and Eagles both play up and down to their competition. It will be a close game. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be blowing anybody out. I think that Eagles offense is a little bit too inconsistent, especially in the passing game. And their defense is not as good as it's been over the last couple of years. So I think the Packers should be able to put up points in yardage, but it's about getting out of their own way. Run up the middle. It's loose to the 40, 30, 25, 20, and it's a touchdown for New England. Let's go. Like a bolt of lightning. Woo! Travion Henderson right up the gut and just went to the house. Holy cow, man. Didn't even get a chance to get completely settled in. Holy cow. Look at that, dude. Great blocking. Buccaneers were a little shallow on the right side. Hot diggity dog, man. I don't know why I put 0. And the extra point is good, and New England with an 11-point lead early in the third quarter, able to just run up the middle in a big 55-yard touchdown run for Travion Henderson. Oh. Let me see here. Going into this game, I hope it has motivated the Pack after losing to Carolina at home last week. 100%, man. The good thing about Matt LaFleur's teams, at least this is obviously through his first 6 years, they typically don't lose back-to-back games. They typically don't. I think it's only happened twice, and typically that's when they were kind of just going through a rough patch. So, I think the last time they might have lost consecutive games, I think they did it once last year, and then I think it was during the first couple of games or the first half of Jordan Love's first season as a starter. I think those are really the only times that's happened. I really do think we can get the win tomorrow night. Oh yeah, I agree with you, man. I got faith. I know there's some fans, maybe some media, they're kind of writing off the Packers, and I get it. They haven't always looked great offensively. They've been inconsistent, but they typically, and most of the time in those games, they've been able to put up points in the second half. It's just about starting quick. Once they start out quick, they just need to be able to maintain that momentum into the fourth quarter. And if they can do that, man, the everything is there for the Packers, man. They have a good enough defense. Corner is in a little bit of an issue, but they've been playing a little bit better. But offensively, man, it's just about consistency. Start out quick, get some of those punts, those 3 and outs, turning them into just field goals is going to be massive, in my opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff that that's the thing that's frustrated me a little bit with the Packers this season. And what I mean by frustrated, I'm not angry about it. It's just more of dang, dude, it's there. It's the 3 and outs. It's one thing if you get a couple first downs and maybe you have to punt it, fine. But when you're doing 3 and outs, you just can't get into a rhythm. You're putting your defense out there right away, maybe after a long drive that they were on the field. It's just not great football for them. So they got to be more consistent on offense and at least eat up some time and try to get the ball, in chunks. Some smaller chunks, but maybe some chunks. All right. Buccaneers did not get a great return there. It's going to be somewhere around the 20. Sorry, actually at the 26. All right, Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got a single receiver on that right side. Looking, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be good for about 7 or 8. Gets it out to the rookie, Abuka. I saw Jaden Reed is more likely going to be back in Thanksgiving or the week after. Crazy, but when he's healthy. Absolutely. No, man. I agree. I think he's the guy that, like, that can... He has the speed to be able to stretch the field like Christian Watson. I think he has some of the best hands. And also, I think he's the most versatile receiver that we have right now. I think Matthew Golden could get there, but I think he's still a season away. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Jaden Reed, when he's healthy, man, this offense looks completely different. It's going to be a run to the left, and White picking up a first down near the 39. And if you looked at the numbers, man, when Jaden Reed was healthy, which granted he was only healthy for the first 2 games, that offense started out quick. They started out quick against the Detroit Lions in week 1, and they started out quick against the Commanders in week 2. And I guarantee you, if he didn't break his collarbone, he might have caught that touchdown or that pass that would have gone for a touchdown if he would have been able to kind of haul it in. I agree with you, man. I think Jaden Reed is one of the more underrated players in the NFL, and I think he is the best receiver that we have when he's healthy. Don't get me wrong, I like Dobbs. I think he has the most consistent hands in the team, but he is a guy that will have a big game once a month. But I think Jaden Reed is usually going to give you at least 80 to 90 yards almost consistently every week, typically. All right, so an incomplete pass there on first down, so 2nd and 10 from the 39. 3 receivers bunched up on the right. Handoff up the middle, and that goes nowhere. The number 1 ranked running defense getting a 2-yard loss there on Sean Tucker. Tomorrow, I hope to see Cry Eagle Cry on my TV. I think Green Bay can do it. Steve, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I hope it's true. Packer Nation 12, I swear he scores every game when he's healthy. I mean, he's good, man. What was it? His first 2 years... I think he was averaging, 7 or 8 touchdowns, I think. I'll have to look back at the numbers, but yeah, man, he's pretty darn consistent. All right, 3rd and 11. Baker in the shotgun. He's got some time, throws it deep down the middle, and is going to miss. He had him, man, but just overthrew him just a tad. And that was trying to get it to Shepard there. So unfortunately for the Buccaneers, another drive that will end in a punt. This is their 4th punt of the game, but we do have a flag. Going to be on Tampa, so just moving them back. It just always seemed, at least to me, Reed somehow ends up wide open down the field when he's out there. Yeah, Matt LaFleur loves to get... Oh, fumble! But recovered by the Patriots. Holy cow, man. That could have been the spark that the Buccaneers needed right there. Yeah, man, no. Matt LaFleur loves to get Jaden Reed on those wheel routes, kind of like motioning him back, then coming back, and then he just kind of gets him, like basically keeping him in motion. So that way he's already kind of at his top gear when he's basically approaching the line of scrimmage. Yeah, dude, it's the guy is just so dang fast, man. And for probably being the shortest receiver that we have, those jump 50-50 balls, he does such a great job of getting his hands on contested catches. Bears are losing 17. Ooh, yeah. So we're actually in a commercial break, so let's actually look around the league now that some of these games are into their 3rd quarter. All right, so Browns and Jets are actually tied up 17-17 at halftime. The Saints are still leading 10-7 early in the 3rd. Uh, Vikings with the ball, they're up by one with 11:15 in the third. Bills have the ball at their own 40. They are still being shut out 16 to nothing to the Miami Dolphins. Very early in the third quarter. Yep. Giants up 17 to 7 with 12:17 left in the third. And at halftime, the Jags are leading 20 to 10 over the Houston Texans. So, okay. There we go, man. Hopefully the Giants can just keep it going here, man. We don't need the Bears there. All right, they need to start losing. I don't like it. Feels weird that they're winning. Packers are 5-2-1 and not playing their best football. That's very hopeful as a fan, man. Imagine when they play a complete game on a consistent. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. It's been a weird year too, man. There hasn't been a single team that you can look and say, yeah, they are by far the best team in football. Like last year, you could have talked about the Chiefs, maybe, even though they weren't playing pretty football, they were winning consistently. The Detroit Lions were, for like 2 months, man, they were just dominating teams. Um, I feel like I'm missing one more team, maybe the Ravens. But yeah, dude, this season there has not been a single team where I'm like, oh yeah, that team is truly the dominant team in the NFL or one of them. It's been up and down. Henderson with a carry up the middle. This one doesn't go for long, just picks up about a yard or two. Bears will collapse once they lose one. There we go. I like it. Hope you're right, man. I hope you are right. I 100% agree with that statement. Yeah, it's been a weird season. It's been a weird season. Yeah, like even though all the best teams with the best records, you can find one or two big holes in their game. And another run up the middle. This one only good for another yard. So third and long coming up for New England. David, Giants 17, Chicago just 7 points. Let's go. Appreciate you on the update, my man. Packer Nations, I'm still not sold on the Colts. I can see them losing in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, they just feel like a team that could go one and done. I hope I'm wrong because it'd be kind of cool. It'd be a really cool story for the Colts. But I don't know, man. I'm still not 100% sold, but they are a good team. I don't think they're a bad team that's just winning. I think they're a good team that maybe might be playing a little bit above expectations. All right, Drake May looks, throws, and incomplete. Tampa doing a great job, nearly picking that one off. Who the heck was that? Let me see here. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That was Sir Vokia Dennis. That's a heck of a name right there. Able to force a fourth down, and the punt is away. It's not going to be a great return, and now there's a flag as well. And it's going to be on the Buccaneers, man. Blind side block, personal foul. Packer Nation, they also haven't had a hard schedule in the first half of the season. It's true, yeah. Let me see here. I actually haven't even looked at their schedule. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. To be fair, they do play in one of the weaker divisions, I feel like, in football. So, yeah, so they played Miami week one, Tennessee, Raiders, Cardinals, even though I think the Cardinals are underrated, I think their defense is very good. Their offense has usually been the issue for the Cardinals, even though they're starting to play a little bit better with Jacoby Brissett. Titans again. So yeah, they played the Titans twice. The Raiders, the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, I think between those teams, I think what Miami has 2 wins. Might have 3 after today. The Raiders have what 2 wins, if that, and then I think the Titans. Yeah. So between those 4 games, between those 3 teams, 5 wins between those them. So yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, haven't had a really tough schedule. All right, Packer Nation, Baltimore 12, Minnesota 10. Let's go. Let's go, man. The Ravens, come on. Help us out, man. Let's help us out. David, Raiders are dumb. I'd root for the pile of Beatles over the Raiders. I mean, all I'm saying is you might be right, man. The Dung Beatles haven't lost a single game this year. Have they won a game? We won't talk about that. We don't need to worry about that. Do they even exist? Don't worry about it. But they haven't lost, all right? The Dunk Beatles have been undefeated this season so far. That's what we're focusing on. Sorry for drinking, guys. My freaking throat, my voice is kind of going in and out a little bit here. Packer Nations, and look what happened to the Colts when they played the Steelers. It's very true. True, true, true. All right. Tampa are going to start out at their own 8. Baker under center, hands it off, and that goes nowhere, man. And that's going to be a loss of about 4, maybe 5. The number 1 defensive ranked team against the run showing up big on that play. Woo! Spillane just blowing up the center there. Actually, they moved the play up. They were marking him inside the 5, but now it's a 2nd and 12. Baker, shotgun, throws to the right, has K. Dotton, and he will get 11 yards there. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Buccaneers. Steve, Packers, I really don't think that the Colts are that great team. That media hype about it. Yeah, it feels like that's kind of been the consensus over the last couple weeks. I feel like you're starting to see a little bit more holes in that team. It's gonna be a run to the right, and with the second effort, man, picking up the first down. Actually, they're going this way, so first down. Rashad White, man, and we got a Patriots player down on the ground. Clock is stopped at 8:22. And Josh Allen just threw a pick in the end zone. Come on. Josh, what are you doing to me, man? He's also on my fantasy team. All right, let's check out the fantasy team, man. I don't feel like it's going great. Nope, not going great. I also had Tyler Warren on my bench. He picked up 18 points on the bench. Unbelievable. It's raining a lot in the Bills game. Yeah, I feel like over there in the East Coast, man, it's either snowing or raining, or maybe a little bit of a mix of both. Ha ha ha! Suck it, Josh. Oh man. Oh man. All right. So while we're on a commercial break here, they're tending to the injured player. Looks like he was able to kind of get some help off the field, which is good. All right. Browns and Jets just started that third quarter. They're still tied up at 17. Ravens are up by 2, 12 to 10. Giants still leading by 10, 17 to 7. Jags 20 to 10 early in the third. And the Bills, once again, still down by 16. JJ threw a pick, and now the Ravens about to score again. Let's go. You know, I miss that guy. I miss JJ. You know, it seems like he has one good game, and then after that, it kind of crashes back down to earth. All right. Ball at the 19, first and 10. Baker alone in the shotgun. Looking, throws to the right, and that'll be incomplete. And it looks like they're going to get the Patriots, Christian Gonzalez there for pass interference. Sorry, I was reaching over. I was kind of coming at you there. You didn't know that the stream was 3D too, man. Put your glasses on. All right, David, I don't think it was a pick. I think it was a kickoff return. They fumbled. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. All right, first and 10 after the penalty there. Ball at the 41. Baker under center, hands it off to his running back to the left. White reversing field to the right. He's got a blocker and will pick up 2, maybe, yeah, actually 2 yards. Ravens recover a fumble on the kickoff. Okay, so you're correct. So yeah, it was a fumble in that game. All right, man. Let's hope the Ravens can close it out here. Still in the third quarter, but I'm hoping to just come on. All right, second and 8. Baker in the shotgun throws to the left. He's got a man, and Ibuka. Actually, no, that is. Oh yeah, it is Ibuka. Sorry. Catching it on the left side there, able to tap the toes down before being pushed out of bounds, and that's a first down for the Bucs. The Ravens are trying to be good again, but I don't think they can go to the playoffs this season. Never know, man. That AFC has kind of been up and down for some teams. Run to the left. Sean Tucker finding some room, getting help, and it'll be a gain of 11, and they are well into Patriots territory here. Great run on first and 10, picking up 11 and getting another first down. Oh, yeah, it was. I just saw that he threw a pick, so I assumed that was from. Oh, gotcha. You're all good. because I think they were showing, from what I heard, is after the fumble they showed McCarthy like getting frustrated because of the turnover. So I would have thought he threw a pick too. Cade Otton to the left and picks up another first down near the 20 before being bounced out of bounds. There we go, man. We're starting to see the Buccaneers offensively getting that ball moving. Quick throws, man. Quick throws down the field. Also, I love that Cade Otton does not wear gloves, man. Old school. Just has the tape around his fingers. All right. First and 10, ball at the 21. Baker under center. Nice little end around to the right. He's got some room to the 15 and down across the first down marker. Gain of about 11, and that is Tez Johnson with a nice end around. All right, gain of 11, so another first down, and it'll be very close to a first and goal, I think. We're going to see where they mark him. All right, right at the 10, so first and goal. Little play action, rolling out to his left. Baker looking, throws, and incomplete out the back of the end zone. And we have a Patriots player down on the ground. Again, another player. Ooh. Yeah, he sold out trying to get a hand on that ball, and he landed, just smacked his head on the ground. All right, so clock is stopped at 4:23 here in the third. Tampa, it'll be second and goal from the 10 when we come back from this little bit of an injury break. All right, hey, look at that. Red zone defense. I talked about it. Patriots giving up 75% in the red zone, the highest in the NFL. But on top of that, only 20 times has a team gotten into the red zone, which is the second fewest. So they're a defense that it's difficult to get into their 20, but once you get there, you have a 75% chance to come away with some points. Tampa 26th in total red zone offense, man. That is 26th in the NFL. So one of the worst red zone defenses going up against one of the worst red zone offenses. We'll see what gives. Second and goal. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throws, and in and out of the hands of Emeka Egbuka. Would not have gotten into the end zone, but would have gotten it inside the 5 if you would have been able to haul that one in. Vikings fumbled the kickoff again. Oh, no. Oh, man. When it rains, it pours for the Vikings, man. That's rough. I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying it a little bit as a Packer fan, but that is rough. All right. Third and goal from the 10. Baker with some time. No. Finds somebody. Touchdown! And there's that Tez Johnson with an insane celebration, man. Looking like Simone Biles with that. And they're marking it a touchdown. Woo! Baker stepped up in the pocket, rolled to his right, and delivered a strike to Tez Johnson there on the right side of the end zone, able to get one. And did he get the second one in? Yes, he did. Carlton Davis, the former Detroit Lion, in on the coverage. Everyone point and laugh at the Vikings, then do it again. Ha ha. Dude, seriously, that is an insane celebration by Tez. Jesus. I feel like I would blow a freaking... I mean, I could not do any of that ever. But even if I did, I feel like I would blow a freaking... Oh, double reverse. Going to the right. And Emeka Buka is stopped up at the 2-point conversion. Sorry, on the 2-point conversion, but we do have a flag. I think this might be on the Buccaneers. And they're saying they're picking up the flag. There is no flag on the play. So the failed 2-point attempt is no good. All right, man. It's going to be a 5-point lead for the Patriots, man. All right, let's look around the league while we're on a commercial break. All right, midway through the third, it is still tied up over there in New Jersey. Jets and Browns have not been able to break the deadlock. They're tied at 17. Saints and Panthers, like it's been for most of the game, it is still a 10-7 lead for the Saints. And it's about 2 minutes left in that third quarter. The Ravens are now up 19-10 over the Vikings with about 5:40 left in the third. All right, man. And at the end of the third quarter, the Dolphins are still shutting out the Bills 16-0. Giants are still up by 10 with less than 2 minutes left in the third. And finally, the Jags able to tack on a field goal in the third quarter with 9:34 left. They are up 23-10 over the Houston Texans. All right, man. All right, looks like we're coming back from the commercial break here. So Paul Tagliabue, the former commissioner of the NFL I think he was a commissioner from like maybe as early as like the late 70s all the way through basically the 2000s. Maybe he started like in the 80s, I think. But yeah, man, unfortunately, he looks like he passed away recently. So at the age of 84. So rest in peace to that guy, man. Seastrom! Good morning, sir. How you doing? Feeling good right now about picking the Pats to win. Thought they might get the upset. We'll see. Yeah, man, they've been looking good, man. 6-game win streak coming into this one, man. They've had some good momentum. They're playing in a little bit of I don't even want to say a sloppy game because, I mean, there's 37 points, but you can tell by the field, man. They're tearing it up. All right. So, Patriots with the ball here. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. Looking, pressure, throws to the right. and overthrows Hunter Henry there, trying to run down the right sideline. We got 4:08 on the clock here in the third. Second down coming up. Sorry, I needed some morning coffee, man. All right, we got 2nd and 10. May in the shotgun. Hand it off to the left. He's got some room and woohoo! Goes airborne. That was number 32. Who the heck was that? That was Henderson. Jeez. Yeah. Henderson picking up about 3 yards on that one. So 3rd and 7 coming up. All right, ball at the 38. Drake in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got a single receiver on that left side. Pressure. Throws it. Finds somebody down the field. Mac Hollins. And that's a first down inside Tampa territory down near the 47. Somehow able to not only get away from a sack, but throw the ball down the field in a tight contested pocket, dude. There was probably about a yard or 2 separation between him and a defender, and able to deliver a ball. Dang, dude, that was a heck of a throw by Drake May. All right, 1st and 10 from the 47 of Tampa. Little play action. Rolling out to his right. Pressure. Gets it out and incomplete, in and out of the hands of his tight end there. Throw a pick six, May. It's your destiny. All right, guys. We're going to be approaching the 4th quarter, man. Give me your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this one? Let me know. All right. End around going to the right. Trying to find. He's got the edge, and we'll actually run out of bounds here right at the line of scrimmage. Douglas just not finding the room that he was looking for. So we got 3rd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. If they can pick up like 8 or 9 here, they can maybe try to see if they can get a long field goal. But I don't know, man. That would be at the 40-yard line if they get like 9 yards. No, sorry, at the 38 if they pick up 9 yards. All right, May in the shotgun. He's got a little bit of time, being run down by Yaya Diaby, and gets hit out of bounds, but I think he got hit by his own guy there by accident. Picks up about 4, maybe 5 on the play. So 4th down coming up. David, Bills scored. Let's go, man. Hopefully it was a rushing touchdown. I got to win in fantasy, man. Come on. All right, so it looks like Henderson was slow to get up. Got his left leg got caught in that tackle. on 3rd and 10. Luckily, he's able to walk off under his own power for the most part, but very slow to walk off the field. All right. 4th and 5, man. The Patriots are going for it. It's going to be an empty set here. Drake May alone in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Looking. Over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete. And they turn the ball over on downs. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position basically at midfield and see if they can take the lead here. Drake May late on that read. Stephon Diggs able to beat McCollum right at the line. Great job by McCollum, dude. Able to kind of make up some yardage there. Got his hands on the ball to bat that one away. All right. Baker in this offense back on the field here at their own 42. Run to the left, and White fighting for some yardage, and is going to pick up 4 or 5 yards down to the 46. All right, play action. Baker looking. Gets it out to Cade Otton, and he'll get it down to the 50. It'll be 3rd and about 3 coming up for the Buccaneers, man. Baker nearly got hit from his blind side. If he would have held that ball just a little bit longer, it might have been a big sack. All right. They're saying 3rd and 1, but it's definitely 3rd and 2. All right, Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Patriots showing pressure here. And they're not going to snap the ball, and we're going to be heading to the 4th quarter here. Buccaneers at midfield, trying to see if they can get another touchdown on this drive to take the lead for the 3rd time today. All right, let's quickly look around the league. All right, once again, Browns and Jets late in the 3rd. They are still tied at 17. The Saints had the ball at their own 40. They're still up by just 3 with 13:38 left in the 4th quarter. Ravens, their lead was cut down to just 6. Vikings able to tack on a field goal. It is now 19-13. Ravens on top with 2:16 left in the 3rd. They just swapped sides on the ball almost at quarter. Yeah, luckily since they're so close to midfield, they're just gonna have to move the ball like 5 yards. Actually, no, I forget. They're at their basically right at the 49. So all they have to do is just basically just move the ball a yard, and then teams just swap. That's hilarious. All right. Ravens on top by 6. The Bills did score a touchdown. They tried to go for 2, did not get it. So now it is a 10-point lead for the Dolphins with 10-13 left in that game. The Dolphins do have the ball. Bears were able to kick a field goal there before the 3rd quarter. They are now just down 17-10 to the Giants. Hopefully the Giants can hold on to this lead. They've been unfortunately known for blowing leads in the fourth quarter this year. And the Jags are still up by 13, 23-10 with 6:08 left in the third. Steve, let's go New Orleans. Keep going. Win. This lets Dallas have a chance at that wild card. There we go. There we go. All right, we're back here. Fourth quarter, 3rd and 2. Ball just past the 50-yard line. Baker under center, single back in the backfield. Handoff. And Sean Tucker with the second effort, going to get right where they needed to get a first down. And Tampa gets a new set of downs, and they're going to keep this drive rolling here. David, go Panthers. All right, 1st and 10, Baker under center. Fakes the handoff, rolling. He's got time, dumps it underneath, and that's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Cade Otton. Yeah, Baker was looking down the field, found nothing, tried to get it underneath. All right. 2nd and 10, ball at the 47. 3 receivers to the left. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking. Dumps it underneath to Sean Tucker, and he's going to lose about a yard, but it could have been a lot worse, man. He was almost brought down for a loss of 4, but a little extra effort, kept the legs turning. Turned what would have been a big loss into only a small loss. Great job there by the Patriots, man. Collapse in the pocket, forcing Baker to kind of step up a little bit. Then the defender, the defensive tackle, able to kind of barrel down on him to force that ball out quick. All right, 3rd and 12, ball back at the 50. Baker looking, throws, gets it underneath to Cade Otton, down to the 40, gain of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 4th and 2. So this would be a 58-yard field goal. Something tells me they're either going to... I mean, I would go for it. You have to. You could try to punt it and try to pin them deep in their own territory, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the ball in good field position. Oh, quick snap. Baker finds a wide open Cade Otton to the 30, 25, 20, and down inside the 15. But we do have a flag. It did come from the secondary, so we'll see what it is. It might be on Cade Otton. Yep. Offensive pass interference. Number 17. And that's going to be on Shepard, dude. That is rough. Wipes away a massive, massive run. Let's see here. All right, so they're tending to a Patriots player. Number 15 got blown up there by John Shepard. So basically, it was basically a little bit of a rub route. Cade Otton was running like a shallow cross or a slant route, basically. to the middle of the field there on the right side, and then Shepard was coming down to try to see if he could get in the way of the defender. But when it comes to that, you have to make an effort to get out of the way to not make contact. So obviously that penalty will wipe away a good play, and the punt is away into the end zone, touchback, and the Patriots are going to get the ball at the 20. All right, so we're on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll see if the Patriots can potentially put this game out of reach here with a scoring drive. All right, scoring update. The Jets, with 14 left in the game, they have taken the lead 24-17 over the Cleveland Browns. The Saints have tacked on a field goal. They are now leading 17-7 over the Panthers with 10 minutes left in that game. At the end of the third quarter, Ravens are leading 19-13 over the Vikings. The Dolphins are still up by 10 with 7:30 left in the fourth quarter. The Bills do have the ball back, though. And Giants are still up 17-10 with 10-19 left in that game. And the Jags are late in the third, up by 13. All right. Hey, look at that, man. We picked up 2 new subscribers during the stream. Let's freaking go, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. We're up at 116, man, for the channel. You guys are the best. All right, Drake May in the shotgun, running back to his left, takes the snap, looking, dumps it underneath, gets it out to Henderson. He makes a man miss with a spin move, but is only able to pick up 3 yards. But the good news is that clock keeps rolling if you're a New England fan. All right, May in the shotgun, running back to his right. Hands it off to the left, and that goes nowhere. A loss of about 2 back at the 21. That was Antoine Winfield Jr. So it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Patriots here. A little over 11 minutes left in the game, and they're up by just 5. Oh, Tampa has about 5 guys 10 yards down the field. Throws, and it's going to be a catch right at the line. They're going to mark him about half a yard shy. Mac Hollins with a great catch. Seastrom, I think we're getting back to a new season normal of lopsided upsets of games you would normally never think you would go through. Yep. Sounds about right. David, I vote that the Patriots just take a knee on fourth down. Well, they're gonna punt, so unbelievable. They're rude. The Patriots have not taken any of your orders correctly, man. You ask for a pick six, they throw a touchdown. You ask them to take a knee, they punt it away. It's a little rude. I think we're gonna have to have a conversation with Mike Vrabel. Or be like, hey Mike, sit down. No, sit down, sir. We need to talk to you, man. We're requesting things and you're not taking it seriously. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Seastrom. It's been a weird season, and it just seems to be getting a little bit weirder here and there. Dang, and I nearly picked the Giants and the Vikings to win too. I really went back and forth on those. Yeah, man, it was like with the Ravens, they look like they're kind of playing back to their normal stuff that we've seen, but do you buy into it? Can they be consistent with it? And obviously the Vikings, they looked great last week with J.J. McCarthy back. But once again, we saw that in the fourth quarter of week 1, but then after that, it was rough for the kid the rest of the way. So yeah. So Buccaneers will have the ball when we come back from the commercial break. I'm pretty sure Texas A&M won yesterday. Hey, did they? Let's go. Aggies. Yeah, they beat Mizzou. Oh, Jesus. They absolutely whooped Mizzou 38-7. Woo! That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Oh, let's check it out. Scoring update. Packer Nation, Ravens up 27-13 over the Vikings. Let's go. There's still 10:40 left in that game to play. All right. Jets still up by 24-17. The Panthers have the ball, but it's 4th and 2. They're down by 10. The Dolphins have just scored again. They are now up 23-6 over the Bills, man. The Giants were able to extend their lead. They kicked a field goal. They are now up 20-10 with 8:40 left in that game. And the Jags have looked like they just scored a touchdown. It is now 29-10 over the Texans. All right, Baker Mayfield, run up the middle, hands it off to his running back, and White picks up about 5 there, getting it down near the 30. Suck it, Mizzou. Go K-State. Seastrom, they been too busy, haven't checked what they're ranked at. Now they're on the 3rd undefeated teams in the country. They're one of 3 undefeated teams in the country. Let's go. Yeah, I saw that it was the Aggies are ranked 3rd. Mizzou was ranked 19th. I don't know if they've changed that since then or if that's what they were already ranked as. Baker gets out of a sack, gets out of another, but then is finally taken down after the 3rd attempt. And it'll be 3rd down coming up for the Buccaneers. Giants just got the ball back. Bears turn the ball over on downs. Let's freaking go. Me and you are Commander fans today. Yes, we are, sir. Yes, we are. Come on, man. We just Marcus Mariota. Just give us one more great win, man. You're a former 1st overall pick. Give us one more great win against the Lions today. Come on. All right. 3rd and 9. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Quick throw to the left side, and that picks up a single yard. That is a receiver screen to Shepard that goes nowhere. 4th and 8 coming up. That was a weird, just a weird play. And Jones will fair catch this somewhere around the 40, so not a great punt there by Riley Dixon. Seastrom looks like they're still 3rd in the country. Missouri is off the list entirely. Ooh. Wasn't sure if they would change considering the Indiana barely won with at least a second touchdown over a 3-6 Penn State. Ooh. We gave them the benefit of the doubt. Indiana stays at number 2 in the country. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they've been kind of. I know Penn State was expected to be good this year. They were so bad that they fired their head coach already. All right. Drake May tossing it to the left, and this run goes nowhere. Loses quite a bit of yardage. Packer Nation, all NFC North teams lose today, and the Packers top it off with a win tomorrow. Heck yeah. You wouldn't want any other different one. Nope. That's how it should be every week, honestly. I don't know why the Vikings and the Bears and the Detroit Lions, I don't know why they're trying to win. It's just rude, right? All right. I don't think anybody's going to beat Ohio State this year. Yeah, man, Ohio State's they've been looking good. I haven't really checked their defense, but I've seen some highlights from their offense. Man, they just look as explosive as if they've been basically one of the best teams for the last 7-8 years, basically. All right, Drake looking, throws it deep down the field in under pressure, and that will be overthrown, and nobody had a chance at that one. I don't like the lesser Ohio School of article obsession. Your choice in vernacular, man, 10 out of 10. I love it. I love it. All right, man. We got 3rd and 14 ball at the 38. Patriots trying to close this one out. Drake May has time, throws it deep down the field. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Mac Hollins, 1st and goal coming up for the Patriots. Unbelievable, dude. How do you let him beat you? Nice little double move there on McCullum and Mac Jones. Mac Hollins. Woo, that ball nearly went through his hands, man. Drake May gets hit as he's throwing there by Yaya Diaby, or just before he's actually able to make a play on that ball, man. Great job. Play action, rolling out to his right. May running and takes a hit out of bounds. There is a flag early in the play, but then there's a flag there on the hit on Drake May. So these penalties might offset. All right, so they're trying to sort this out. There might be a case for an ejection, but we'll see. Oh, actually, both penalties are going to be on Tampa Bay. Okay, so they picked up the second flag on the hit to Drake May because they were saying he was still um, on the field technically. So it's actually just the holding call on Tampa, so that'll be an automatic first down inside the 5 down to the 3. So yeah, there's a lot to sort out there. Handoff up the middle, and that goes nowhere. So second and goal coming up. All right, Jets have extended their lead. They are up 27-17 with 6 minutes left in that game. Saints with the ball at Carolina's 10. They have a 10-point lead, and looks like they're about to extend it as well. Ravens up by 14 with midway through the fourth quarter there. Drake, shotgun, looking, running, throws it away, and it'll be third and goal coming up for the Patriots. With 4 minutes left in the game, the Bills have the ball at Miami's 24. They're still down by a full 17, 23-6. With 6 minutes left, the Bears have the ball at their own 15. They're down by 10. And finally, with 12 minutes left in the game, the Jaguars have a 19-point lead over the Houston Texans. Holy cow. Okay, now I'm feeling better about the Ravens picks as well. They're running away with it. Heck yeah. Drake looking, has a little bit of time, but being pursued, and he's intercepted in the end zone. The worst thing you could have done. Just live to play the next down. You could have kicked a field goal and taken an 8-point lead. What are you doing, man? I mean, if your defense plays like they have for most of the game, you'll be fine. But you can't throw that ball, man. You can't throw that ball. I mean, that's a heck of a freaking diving catch there by the Buccaneers, man. But if you're Drake, mate, you can't take points off the board. You're leading. Worst comes to worst, you kick a field goal and you're up by a full 8 points. That is rough. So Buccaneers with the ball at the 20, hands it off, and White picks up 5 down to the 25. David, speechless. Yes, you can maybe throw it every time. Well, we didn't get a pick six, though, man. That's the issue. That's the issue. If you would have thrown a pick six, I would have been fine with it. But come on. All right, 2nd and 5. We got a little over 4.5 minutes left in this game. Buccaneers with a chance to win it. 5-receiver set, quick throw to the outside. And White able to pick up 6 yards and a first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, down to the 31. All right, Baker under center, single back in the backfield. Play action. Looks, dumps it underneath to White, and he'll pick up a yard. Gibbons with a tackle. Clock is going to be under 3:45. Tampa does have 3 timeouts, so they don't really need to rush. If anything, you want to be able to kind of methodically move the ball, but you kind of want to get past the 50 just ahead of the 2-minute warning. So I'm expecting them to take a shot down the field. All right, Baker in the shotgun, running back to his left. He's got 2 receivers stacked up on the right side. Baker looking, throws, finds K-Dot across the 45 and down at the 48. Woo! Heck of a move by the tight end. Nice little in route, taking it upfield for some good yardage and gets a first down. I like it. K-Dot, 7 catches, 66 yards, man. Handoff. He's breaking it loose. Sean Tucker, first down to the 40-35 and goes out of bounds near the 34-yard line. And now if you're New England, the clock is stopped at 2:26. Now if you're the Patriots, man, you have to start thinking about maybe using your timeouts if you start to get if you start to see the Buccaneers kind of get inside your 15 here. And that was the longest run of the day for the Buccaneers, 18 yards. All right, ball at the 34. Baker in the shotgun, looking, throws, and it goes right through the hands of Johnson, man. It could have been a gain of 10. 2nd and 10. Feel like I missed something. How come the Pats didn't score or get a field goal? Drake May threw a touchdown. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, why would you throw that in the end zone? Drake May was rolling to his right, and he tried to force a ball to Hollins there. And there was 2 defenders that could have made a play on the ball, and it got picked off in the end zone on 3rd down. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, if you're Drake May, you just got to throw that one away. Don't try to force it. Let your team kick a field goal, go up by 8. And it's going to be another catch there by K-Dot to the left. He picks up about 7. So 3rd and 3 coming up. So if you're the Buccaneers, one, they're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. But if you're the Buccaneers, you can't settle for a field goal here. You have to go for it. So they're going to be, when we come back after the 2-minute warning, they're going to have 2 chances to pick up 3 yards here. He threw a TD. No, he threw a pick. He threw an interception. Oh, he threw an interception. You said he threw a touchdown. Oh, did I say? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Sorry. No, my bad. My bad. Sorry about that. No, he threw an interception, yeah. I could have sworn I said pick, but my bad. Just a bad decision by Drake May trying to force something, which it's like, come on, man. At least don't be wrong. If you're down, completely understand it. You got to score a touchdown, but you're up by 5. If you don't get it here on 3rd down, you still have a chance to kick a field goal and go up by a full 8 points. It's like you can't force the ball, man. Come on. Yeah. Sorry, Seastrom. Sorry. All right. Well, speaking of touchdowns, the Bills did score a touchdown. They are now down by 10 points. It's 13-23, 3:36 left in the game. The Saints were able to get a win. The game is over. They won 17-7 over the Panthers there. So the Saints actually scoring 17 unanswered points to get a big win over a division rival. The Browns just tacked on a field goal. They're down just by 7, 20-27. 3 minutes left. Vikings are still down by a full 17. The Ravens have the ball with a little over 5 minutes left. Giants are up 20-10 with less than 4 minutes left in the game. And the Texans scored the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, and now it is 18-29. They are trailing by 11 to the Jaguars with 12 minutes left in that game. So that game is definitely not over. So yeah, sorry for the confusion on that one. Drake May threw an interception, and now the Buccaneers are in Patriots territory, 3rd and 3. I think they're just inside the 35. See, actually, they are going to be just inside the 30. Ball at the 27. All right, Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 2 receivers on that right side. Takes the snap, throws, and incomplete, actually. K-Dot just got absolutely blown up on that one. Whew. I think this might be the first time I've seen K-Dot and not come away with a pass after getting his hands on that one. All right, man, we got 4th and 3. This could be the game. If the Buccaneers don't get it, they're still going to have 3 timeouts, but... All right, 3 receivers to the right. Baker in the shotgun. Pressure, and down he goes, and the Patriots defense... Are they saying he was able to get the ball out? I mean, even if it's a completed pass, it's well short of the first. Oh my goodness, man. The Patriots with a perfectly timed blitz, able to bring down Baker Mayfield. Wow, dude. Yeah, dude. If you're a Buccaneers fan, that is a very disappointing way to end it. Like even if he throws into the end zone and gets picked off, you're like, hey, at least he gave us a chance, but not even be able to get the ball out. Damn. All right, man. Well, the Patriots are a first down away from basically winning this one. All right, single receiver to the right. Handoff, and that's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain, 2nd and 10 coming up. Tampa Bay is going to use their first timeout. All right, so at the 2-minute warning, the Jets are still up by 7. They do have the ball at their own 48. And oh, the Bears able to score a touchdown. It is now 20-17. The Giants only have a 3-point lead. Come on, Jackson Dart. You got to give it to us. Come on. Toss to the left. And Henderson breaks loose. He's going to the 40, to the 50. He's gone. And the New England Patriots get into the end zone, and another long run by Travion Henderson, his 2nd massive rushing touchdown of the second half. Wow, man. Just pouring it on him. And Henderson actually looked back to see if he was being told to score. He was looking back and saying, "Hey, should I go down at like the 1? What's going on?" Wow, dude. Extra point is good, and the Patriots up by 12 with a minute 31 left. Drake May was telling them to go down. Coaching staff was telling them to go, so hey. Oh no, though they were telling them to go down. Okay. Will Dolphins and Jets win again in the same week since week 8? Looks like it, man. The Bills, they did score something, but the Dolphins able to tack on a field goal. They're up 30 to 13 over the Bills. And the kick goes out of bounds, so the Buccaneers will get the ball at the 35. Wow, I can't imagine New York blowing a lead again, but we'll see. Will be sad, but funny. It would be. It would be. I just hope it doesn't happen. I just hope it doesn't happen. All right, let me see here. Texans have the ball back. They're down by 11. 8 minutes left in that game. It's 3rd and 3. They do have it at Jacksonville 7. So if they don't score a touchdown here, they can at least tack a field goal and make it a one-possession lead. Or, sorry, a one-possession deficit for them. Throws it underneath, gets it out to White. He's got a first down gain of about 14 down near the 49. Baker obviously running a hurry-up offense here. Clock is running 1:15. They do have 2 timeouts, but they're down by 2 possessions, so they got to score here without probably using most of these. Throws over the middle, finds a man, 45, 35, and down near the 31. That is a Mika Ibuka with a big run. Sorry, catch and run. All right, looks like the Buccaneers did use that second timeout here to stop the clock at 58 seconds. It'll be 1st and 10. Holy cow, man. We got 8 people watching. Let's freaking go, man. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't to the channel. Helps out the channel a ton. It's a free way to support this channel as well. Throws. Ooh, was that caught? And they're saying he was out of bounds. Ted Johnson unable to bring it down. 2nd and 10 coming up. 53 seconds left. The Texans have scored a touchdown. It is now 24 to 29. Oh, the Jags still on top, but their lead is dwindling, man. Baker throws, and it's overthrown. 3rd and 10. At one point, the Jaguars had a 29 to 10 lead over the Texans, and that is evaporated to just a 5-point lead with 7:29 left in the 4th. Good news for this week, Cowboys won't win. That's because they have the bye, man. And quick throw to the right, and that's a first down for Shepard. Gain of 11, just shy of the 20. Gets out of bounds as well. Stops the clock at 45 seconds. All right, Vikings were able to score a touchdown. It is now 19-27. Ravens still on top, but there is still 3:23 left in the game. All right, Bills have the ball. They're down by 17 at the 2-minute warning. They have the ball at their own 34. Baker looking, throws over the middle. Oh, nice move there. Picks up 9 yards there, but the clock is going to continue to run. And they're going to use their final timeout here. Dude, a lot of these games all of a sudden have gotten very, very close. The only games that are not within a single score are the Patriots and the Bills game. And right now the Buccaneers are at the 20, or sorry, they're in scoring range, and the Bills. Let's see where they have the ball here. All right, 2nd and 1, ball at the 12. Baker looking, throws into the end zone, and it's a touchdown! Unbelievable. Johnson with a great catch. The back of the end zone, Tez Johnson with his 2nd touchdown reception of the day. Woo! Catching it one-handed, man. Wow. $33 seconds left in this game. Buccaneers are going to tack on a extra point here to try to make it a 5-point game. Yikes. Sorry. No problem. There you go. Mutual respect. Mutual respect. All right. Still waiting on the extra point here. Snap, hold, kick, and it's good. There we go. Once again, 33 seconds left in this game. All right. Officially, the Jets have won. They have won 27-20 over the Cleveland Browns. They got their 2nd win of the season. Let's freaking go. As long as A&M isn't playing Bama, I am rooting for them, so that's something. There you go. There you go. And the Bears have taken the lead. They're up 24-20 with 1:47 left in that game. Unbelievable. The Giants blowing another double-digit lead in the 4th. And hop. And it's going to be recovered by the Patriots, but it looks like Stephon Diggs might have taken a hit on that one. He's a little slow to get up. Probably going to be evaluated for a concussion after this one. All right. New England is going to be able to escape with a win. Obviously, Tampa Bay cannot stop the clock. Oh, yeah, dude. Stephon Diggs might have been knocked out, man. When he was on the ground, his eyes were closed. That's not good. And a single kneel down, and the Patriots are going to improve to 8-2 on the year. They have now won 7 consecutive games. Hot dang, dude. Hot Dang. Did not expect that this season from the Patriots. I expected a little bit of a bump in their win column, but 7 consecutive wins. They are now tied for the best record in the AFC. And for the Buccaneers, man, they're going to drop to 6-3 on the year. But this is a tough one. Their offense just not getting started, in this game, man. It was kind of slow. It's a little slow, only scoring 10 points in the first half, and it took them a while to score touchdowns in this one. So, David, but we will be in the playoffs by taking a wild card position. That's true, Steve. I will hope that happens. There we go. There we go. All right, man. So I got to get ready for the next game here. It's going to start out in about 18 minutes, but let me quickly do a quick round here. So Ravens are still up by 8. They do have the ball with a 2-minute warning. The Bills lose 13-30 to the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots obviously won today, 28-23. Saints win 17-10 over the Panthers. Jets get their second win, 27-20 over the Cleveland Browns. And the Bears have the ball with less than a minute 25. And they're up by 4 over the Giants. And the Texans have the ball, 6:02 left in that game. And they are only down by 5 points. So these games are wild. Many, many unexpected wins potentially. And we'll see how it goes, man. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining on this stream. Thank you for those that subscribed. Dude, the chat was awesome today, man. Everybody showed up, man. I appreciate you guys. Welcome back, David, Seastrom, Steve. Let's freaking go. Packer Nation 12 was in here. Dahlia was in here early in this game. Yasm edits. Let's go, man. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, man, heck of a freaking game. I'm glad we had a close one. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in a bit.